Yo, what up, playa haters? We are pulling up to the motherfucking gym right now. But I actually decided to go home before or after my class because I have to go to the grocery store later and I didn't want to just spend that little extra money on that bagel, so I went ahead and cooked a nice home meal for myself. 5 eggs, half avocado, with a plethora of fruit. So, pretty gays, if I do say so myself. But anyway, we are hitting some freaking arms today. And do you know what happens when we hit arms? Our arms explode because they're gonna get so freaking pumped. You gotta stay consistent, bruh. You have to stay consistent, because staying consistent can actually be like a stacking multiplier. Because think about it like in an Uno game when everyone's got a +2 and they're freaking stacking it on your ass, and you just feel it like coming around the table and you're anticipating it, and then you throw down a freaking +2. And that's how it feels when you show up, even when you don't want to. You know? You get that such good satisfaction. Alright, buddy. Nice! Oh, that dude just freaking hit a 3-point turn at the freaking stop sign. What a crazy fella. But anyway, like I was saying, consistency can also carry over to other aspects of your life as well. Because if you're able to stay consistent in one field of something, like if you're able to go to the gym, for instance, on a pretty consistent basis, that will eventually carry over to other aspects of your life. Like maybe if you don't study as much as you may need to, and you recognize that you're able to stay consistent enough to go to the gym every day, why couldn't you also implement that in doing your homework every day or studying every day? Because, just a little bit every day, it adds up, like everything in life, honestly. And I need to get better at that, specifically studying every day, because I have a couple classes that are in the realm of pretty high in difficulty, so it would not be a terrible thing to just sit and look at the stuff for just a few minutes every day, you know? It's not gonna kill me, and it's not like I'm working a job or anything, so I have plenty of time in the day. I have no excuse to really not do that, because I get everything done early in the day, so I have that extra time during the day and like later in the day to do whatever I need to do. But that's where I kind of slack off, because I get in my head like, oh, I've already went to the gym, I've already went to my classes, I've already eaten, what else? Obviously there's more to life than just going to school and gym, obviously, but sometimes it's not the easiest. And I can so see that with how people are with the gym, because the gym is a bit more intimidating, I believe, for the average person than just sitting down and studying a little bit every day. It's the opposite for me, because I love the gym, and I have to force myself not to go sometimes, because I have work that I have to do that day. But I really gotta start implementing that study time every day, because my mom's been preaching to me since freaking high school, or even middle school probably, that even just a little bit of action every day will add up. And that's what I've been preaching about the gym. As long as you stay a bit consistent and go harder than last time, quoting Greg Doucette on that one, because it's true. You don't necessarily have to go harder than last time every single freaking time, but that's the right mentality to have about it. Just trying to improve every day, even if it's by a teensy marginal bit. That's still forward progression. And it's just like, if anybody knows Andy Glaze, he says fail forward. And that's just like showing up on a day that you really are not feeling good or anything, and you may not succeed or do well that day on your test or something, but at least you're failing forward. At least you're putting in the work, you're putting in the progress, but it'll add up eventually, you know. It's just another brick or obstacle in the road, you know. It's not the end of the world if you get a little hiccup on something. So, to be great at something, greatness is not a linear line. It's not a positive linear line that just goes freaking, the more time you spend, the greater you'll be at it, just equivocally. But instead, it's kind of like a wave of ups and downs, you know. And that's where most people get afraid or scared to keep going, because sometimes you'll get this big curve, this big downward slope, and people just get too scared to keep going, so they kind of just drop out. I see the logic with it, but you just have to trust the process. And if you're really passionate about it, that's one thing too. You have to be really passionate about it if you do really want to stick to it, you know? You're not going to have the most motivation every single day to go out and do whatever you need to do, you know? That's just how life is. That's just like showing up to work every day. You're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to be happy to freaking wake up at, 6 a.m. or whatever to go to your 9 to 5. But it's what pays the bills, and it's what you got to do sometimes, you know? You got to boss up. But then there'll be days where you're freaking excited to go, you know? If it's a job that you like, or at least that you don't hate, there will be days that there'll be the ups and downs. That's just life. So I really do believe it, like leaning into your passion though, because it makes progressing in that so much easier compared to if you're just trying to do something for like what your family said or some shit. Because if you're not innerly motivated to actually accomplish and go through with your plan, there's not really any hope to actually reaching a successful state, because you don't have that like inner fire, that inner passion to keep it moving even when days are low, you know, even when morale is low. But yeah, just like it carries over. Trust me, if you can get consistent with one thing every day, you'll be able to kind of step back and see the progress and be like, oh, if I just applied that to studying every day, I wonder how much smarter I would be, or how much better I will be prepared for the exams that I keep failing. So yeah, just kind of something to think about, you know. But anyway, I gotta pop this freaking pre-mini, and we're gonna go smash some freaking arms today, my boy. Let's peep the pump, as they say. Oh, God. Jeez Louise. Alright. How are the arms looking? No, I'm telling you, Brad, this lighting is trash. There's the lighting, the natural lighting by the windows. Literally, it's so freaking awesome. But this will have to do. Oh, bless me. Ooh, all right. Oh, Jesus. Look at my fucking shoulder. Felt pretty good. Shoulder pump. All those little veins be popping a little bit. Not quite though. Holy shit, I feel like the fucking arms are about to pop off. But I would consider that a pretty W arm day. Oh my god, fucking sweating. I don't know. Alright, nice. Yo, what up, Foolington? Just got done with the freaking workout, my boy. And another successful liftington with Tom Liftingsten. See what I did there? Ja. But I digress. Solid freaking workout. It was supposed to be only bis and tris, you know, like a normal arm day, for me at least, but I went to the far room, and they have the specific shoulder press chair for dumbbells, and it was the only thing open, of course, like it always is. And then it got me, so I folded and I went ahead and did some shoulder press for the side delts, because who doesn't love some side delt work, you know? But freaking guess what? 70s for 8. Can you even believe that? Like, bruh. Because my front delts are still pretty sore from yesterday's chest day. That's why I was pretty hesitant about even attempting to do shoulder press, because my front delts are they're sore as frick. So I wasn't too crazy about it, but I was just working my way up, 35s, 45s, 55s, then I got to 65s, and I thought for sure that was going to be the top set, but I did 4 reps, and I was low-key throwing that shit around pretty freaking easily. So I went ahead and just YOLO full sended it for the 70s, which, I mean, I know I can do because I did it last time. And I had to get another dude to help me, like, just in case, like, get especially the left arm up, because the freaking left tricep always freaking gives out on me, and it pisses me off, because I know I can throw the weight up. It's just a matter of getting it up initially, if you know what I'm saying. Because it's like incline dumbbell as well. That's why I've had to kind of lower it one is I used to do just like a 45-degree angle, which I think was a bit too inclined for an incline. I mean, you can do it, but it's just more focus on your front delts, which I don't really need that. I need more focused on the chest. So, and regular flat bench hurts my back and it's gay. So we don't F with the flat bench, but incline W. So it's just like me not being able to get like the 75s up. Like I can throw that shit around for like 15, but sometimes I'll just not be able to get it up on my own for like the first rep because my freaking left arm just like goes freaking noodly. But that's what really pisses me off, when I know it's my working weight that I know I can rep out and I just can't freaking get it up on that first set. So that's why I've kind of been a bit more cautious with a spotter behind me, especially for the shoulder press, because that's super frustrating as well when I know that it's my working weight that I can rep out, but I just it's hard to freaking get it up off your knees, you know? I don't know, it's like you have to freaking lock in. But once it's up, it's set in stone. There's no going back. And like once it's in place, it's perfectly fine. Like I can just get it going. But that's the hardest part of the freaking set, not the last. Usually you would think the last rep of a set would be the hardest, but in reality, it's not even the first rep. Or the last rep even. It's just freaking the initial get up. But anyway, oh my gosh, go! I'm going, I don't care. Lol, hashtag full send to red light, cause I can't wait for all that, John. But yeah, pretty solid freaking sesh. And the only other thing I did for shoulders was just a set of lat raises with just 25s, which I should low-key, I don't know. My lat raise is really puss compared to my overhead or my press. Because like the 25s were low-key hard. I got like 12, but I mean, it isn't the easiest for me. I don't know. I think it's just like my joints and stuff. But they're stable enough to throw around the 70, so I don't know. But I think as long as you have one good medial movement that you're solid at, you can kind of just stick with it. Because, I mean, look at these Johns. You think these Johns can only do 25s? Yes, you would be right. Ooh, Kappa, Apostapa. Ooh, how did you come out? Just kidding. Thank you for your service, officer. But, dude, oh my gosh. And, I don't know. There's this girl that's she's so pretty. And I see her there every freaking day. And, dude, I swear she wants me, bro. Because like today, for instance, we usually like kind of float around each other, just I don't know. I mean I do my own thing, but I swear today specifically she was like following me everywhere, bro. And she's so nonchalant too, because she dude, I don't know, maybe not, maybe I'm tweaking, but I was gonna go up to her and talk to her when I was doing my hip stability and stuff, because literally when I went down to do my hip stability, she was like doing abs or something, and then she like saw me go over and get the mat, and then she went and got a mat and like went right in front of me. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm making my mission to talk to her next time I freaking see her, cause, dude, I swear, bro. I don't know. But I just gotta freaking man up sometimes. But we'll see. We will see. So, with that said, I will catch you tomorrow for, I don't know, probably either back or, yeah, it's probably going to be back because my legs are still freaking sore. Or maybe like quads and hams, because it's literally just my calves and glutes that are real sore. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see how we're feeling. Or a mobility day, you know? There's always that option. But I think if my back is doing okay again, we'll just go ahead and hit that. So, with that said, I need to go to the store today, actually. So, I'm probably going to go up, shower, heat up some pasta, get some carb up real nice, like, and go freaking pick up some shit. Maybe I'll do a grocery haul at some point. Maybe today. I don't know. We'll see. If you want a grocery haul, drop a like, drop a comment, be like, #grocery haul, please, bruh. But, anyway, bang, bang, bang. I'll see you tomorrow.